Ooh, it's Halloween. Let's see if I can get some bananas today at Brother Rice High School. Trick or treat. Hey, bro, show me that video.
Here. A healthy granola bar that will help you focus and study. That's the only thing we promote here at Chieftain.
Trick or treat.
Hey, I say trick or treat. You have the candy. Oh! Hold on a second. Hold on.
Wait, whoa!
Thank you.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween. Trick or treat. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want a pencil sharpener too?
Here, how about this many picks? Give those to your friends.
Trick or treat.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, you got that?
Happy Halloween.
Oh, Tez! What you got there, pal?
Oh, there's some candy right somewhere.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Happy Halloween.
Coming up, Grable investigates one of Rice's newest elective choices. You all know him and love him. Collins puts that spotlight on one of Rice's most beloved teachers. We all see them in the parking lot and run the other way. Shamoun showcases some of the creepiest rides in the Brother Rice parking lot. It's a tall order, but they're up to it. Attisha uncovers how the hockey team plans to defend the ship. After back-to-back district titles, is basketball primed to make a run this year? Langston tracks down the Rice Ballers to see what it's gonna take to get over the hump. And finally, I'll give updates on the post-field day standings with lots of smack talk as the Band of Brothers competition continues. All of this and more in this new edition of the Chieftain Live. But first, I'll need my news team. News team, assemble! News team, assemble! News team, assemble! Good afternoon, Brother Rice. My name is Braden Willis, and welcome to a brand new edition of the Chieftain Live. We've got plenty of fun and informative content ready for you today, so let's waste no time. There are plenty of electives to choose from in the curriculum of Brother Rice, and even some that we share with Marion. However, some electives are undoubtedly obscure in the eyes of students for no particular reason. Grable gives his first-hand experiences with an unseen gem of Brother Rice electives, music tech.
The new elective introduced to us this year is Music Tech. Music Tech is taught by Miss Bosler, and it is an amazing course if you're interested in music.
Technology and production is a course where we use GarageBand to create music, create beats, and we're essentially learning the basics of how to compose and put music together.
Music Tech can also teach lots of skills that can be helpful if you ever want to pursue music as a career.
They will get a basic understanding of music theory and composition. They'll also understand how to use a digital audio workspace, something like GarageBand, and they'll understand the basics of what makes a song good, how do we make something that connects with people.
You also get to do lots of cool, interesting projects in Music Tech.
The biggest assignment, the culmination project, is at the end of the semester. They'll have made a full-length song from top to bottom, completely of their own creation.
Now that you've got more information about Music Tech, I hope that you consider choosing it as your next elective. It's a great course if you want to pursue music because you will learn how to compose and get a basic understanding of music theory and composition, which are all great skills if you want to go into the music industry.
Everyone knows that horror movies are included in some of the most popular media during the Halloween season. But what makes these horror movies so memorable, and why does everyone love them so much? Some, including Dontez, will say that it's because of the villains.
Halloween is a time for the scary to come out. From haunted houses to the scary test in Coach Kaz's class,
Halloween always brings out the weird characters. This leads me to thinking, who are the best villains in a scary movie? To start off at 5, from the 1978 movie Halloween, we have Michael Myers. In the movie, he murders his older sister, then 15 years later, he returns to his hometown to murder more teenagers. At 4, from the Friday the 13th series, we have Jason Voorhees. Voorhees was at camp and his mom was the camp chef. He died in the movie from the camp counselors not caring about him, so his mom gets her revenge and starts killing the counselors. Some of the counselors get their revenge and kills the mom. Jason comes back every new movie to get his revenge at the camp and kills the counselors. Next, at 3, from the Nightmare on Elm Street series, we have Freddy Krueger. He is a serial killer who has a gloved hand with claws of razors. He kills his victims in their dreams and then they will die in the real world. His skin is already burnt, so it makes him even more scarier. At 2, Chucky. Chucky appears in the 1988 film Child's Play. Chucky is a serial killer who transfers his soul into a doll, that every time a new person owns him, he usually starts going on a killing spree because they keep thinking he's an ordinary doll. As later on in the series, Chucky starts to get scars on his face, what makes him even more scarier. Lastly, my top Halloween villain has to be Pennywise. Pennywise is a villain from the movie It. He first appeared in the 1986 novel as a shapeshifter that typically appears in the form of a clown. He appears every 27 years using his powers to eat kids. What makes him even more scarier is that he can come in as your worst fear and make you scary so he can eat you. That's my top 5 Halloween villains list. Be sure to watch your back as you roam the streets this Halloween.
Common knowledge here at Brother Rice is that our basketball program has been rebuilding for the past couple of years, and their goals are nothing short of ambitious this year. Their performance has without a doubt been improving immensely with the past few seasons. Nevels is here to give us some insight into the minds of the basketball team and how they plan to finally get over the hump this season.
After back-to-back district championships, the 2022 Brother Rice basketball team has a lot of hype surrounding them this year. The biggest needs in the Brother Rice basketball team is key defensive players and team chemistry.
The key defensive players would probably be me or Curtis, because we got to guard the point guards, and the point guards on the opposite team are probably the best players.
To be a successful team, you need a lot of leadership, and that will help many sports teams accomplish goals, especially the Brother Rice basketball team.
Jonathan Blackwell will be a key leader. He's had a big summer, and he's improving a lot, so he'll be important for us. We feed off his energy, him being the point guard.
Summer basketball plays a huge factor in players improving their craft. Many kids took that opportunity and hoping for a varsity spot.
I think Henry Garrity was probably our most improved player this summer from what he did last season to what he produced this summer. But really, all in all, I think all of our guys have put in a lot of work. Jonathan Blackwell's, I think, taking his game to the next level. Curtis Williams had a really good summer, and Xavier Thomas is body's getting together and is looking to improve.
With all fall sports coming to an end, we have some excitement to look forward to, with the Brother Rice basketball team on a run to a state championship.
There are a lot of standout faculty members here at Brother Rice, which means there's plenty of opportunity to give praise to those who give so much effort to teach and prepare us for life. Collins gets a peek into the mind of the Chieftain Live's newest teacher of the month, Mr. Vinos.
Mr. Vinos is a great theology teacher and coach and has been here since 1997. Mr. Vinos loves his students and connects with them very well.
He loves his students. He's very passionate about social justice, and that comes across in everything that he does.
Mr. Vinos has been here for a long time and has had many memories at this school.
Personally, I think one of my favorite memories would probably be our first state championship that I coached back in 2000. I have some great memories about field day. I have some great memories about going to football games and baseball games, but I think personally would probably be one of my first state championships here at Brother Rice.
Mr. Vinos teaches theology, coaches swim, and is a band dean, and he has many roles in the school's community.
He contributes by his knowledge, his personality, his relationships with the students, and so many other things.
I think it makes him a better teacher because he sees kids in a lot of different areas, not only in the school building, but also in the pool. And so I think he connects with kids differently because everybody knows him as coach.
Mr. Vinos knows the students very well, so he knows how to keep them engaged in his class. He gives his students tools that will help them in their journey with God for the rest of their lives.
His philosophy of teaching theology is, as he's told me, he wants students to be able to defend their faith. So the knowledge that he's teaching them, to use that as tools for them to defend their faith.
Thank you for all you do, Mr. Vinos. You should know that Brother Rice is blessed to have you.
Despite the large amount of luxury cars and rides in the Brother Rice parking lot, not everyone here drives a Lambo. In fact, some cars would inflict fear into most if they had been forced to drive it. Shamoun is here to list some of the most sus cars in the Brother Rice parking lot.
Not only does Halloween and the fall time bring some scary people and places, but also some scary rides. I had the lucky chance to speak with Matthew Hendy and John Kusa to get some information on their cars and other cars in the Brother Rice parking lot.
What makes a scary ride? Honestly, what I would say makes a scary ride, I think it's the person who drives it. Because, like the duct tape definitely makes it a little bit more intimidating, or the bungee cord. Tints also help out a lot, but at the end of the day, a car drives as good as the person driving it. Scariest ride at Rice has to be Kusa's Mustang. That thing has blown to pieces more times than I can count on my hands. I don't know what else that car can go through.
What's the scariest thing about your car?
The scariest part about my car, I'd say, is if it's gonna actually work or not.
For surely those were the scariest cars in the lot for numerous different reasons. I'm sure a lot of us wouldn't want to be seen or take a ride in both of those cars. Make sure to be safe in any car, warriors.
Most of us remember the hype that we felt last year after learning that the hockey team took home the state championship title, and especially after hearing that we were getting an extra day off as well. Many of us here at Rice expect nothing less from them this year. How's the hockey team feeling about their upcoming season? Attisha is here with the answer.
As you know, our hockey team last year had a great season and brought home a championship. There were graduating seniors that the team looked up to. Luke will tell us who the team misses the most and why.
I'd have to say probably Tommy Coons. He's just a great guy in the locker room, and the team will definitely miss him.
With the loss of 14 seniors, there are new opportunities for other members of the team to fill in the void left behind by the graduating seniors.
Every year we lose a lot of senior players, but we bring more guys in, develop them, get better as we practice, so we should be good.
This year, I think some guys stepping up will be guys like Luke Saka and Tommy O'Donnell.
Brother Rice defeated most of their opponents and took home the championship last year. Teams are updated and may have gotten better or worse. Let's see which teams they may be on the lookout for.
I think Heartland will be really solid. They got a good lineup, a lot of depth, and a pretty good goalie, so definitely Heartland.
With new seniors heading into the season, there will be a new leader and key returners.
We got Peter Rosa, he'd be a power forward, Ryan Marone, and don't forget about Chaz Orsini. You got to look out for him.
Which players do you believe are the biggest standouts?
I'd have to say Tommy O'Donnell, Jack Cassidy, Peter Marone.
They faced many obstacles last year and are hoping to overcome obstacles this year. The team looks amazing coming into the season. They are healthy and ready to win another championship for Brother Rice.
The Band of Brothers competition has been flipped on its head recently, with St. Raphael winning field day a few weeks back. This has left a few band leaders looking for vengeance in the form of smack talk. So I'll be here to update you on the status of the band competition and to give some band leaders a chance to speak their minds. The Band of Brothers competition is a huge part of student culture at Brother Rice, with students all around the school representing their band with pride every day. Since the start of the school year, mentor groups all around the school have competed in sports like dodgeball and handball in order to score enough points to get ahead in the Band of Brothers competition. However, it's not really obvious where the points come from upon looking at the signs in the Band of Brothers hallway, so here's some quick stats and standings from the individual band games we've had so far this year. So far, we've had 3 different competitions that are set in stone. St. Brendan started the year off strong by winning the fight song competition for 3 points. However, afterwards, St. Raphael took home 40 points after winning field day, and 15 more points after winning out in dodgeball. As of the week of October 22nd, St. Sebastian is leading the way in handball with 10 points, and St. Leo isn't too far behind with 7.5 points. All bands have band captains, which serve as the spearheads to success of all the bands in the school. St. Raphael is finally winning this year after a 4-year drought of success.
We had a rough start with the freshman fight song, but field day we performed, won it, and I'm excited for the rest of the year because I know Raphael is about to take this W.
While one band is happy with their results so far, many band captains and members are much less satisfied with their progress in comparison to the past.
I think it's a solid start. It's a little bit disappointing because we were band champions last year, but we could easily make a comeback, I think.
Despite the success and failures of certain bands, in typical Brother Rice fashion, all of them had something to say about one another.
I want to give a statement to all the captains that Raphael's is taking the trophy home this year.
In hindsight, the Band of Brothers competition is still young, and even as Raphael holds the lead now, there's still plenty of breathing room for someone else to take first. That's all we have for you today, Brother Rice. Make sure to tune in next time for more entertaining content like this in the near future. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Chieftain Live for exclusive, never-before-seen Chieftain Live content. My name is Braden Willis, and have a happy Halloween.